Bonjour, people in a world full of uncertainty. I am your certain host of Logic and Reason, aka the hottest person you know, aka the most insecure but good at hiding it person you know, aka a secret but very obvious socialist, aka your mom's drinking buddy, aka your dad's secret lover, but also known most prominently as Minx28. What? And we are entering another week of the year of our Lord 2025. What this year brings is, well, I mean, chaos? Chaos is certainly a good term for it. I mean, the roof being on fire, literally and figuratively, I guess is also a good one. Planning on taking over the Maple Capital is also oddly another. The Panama Canal and possible US invasion year is, another title you could slap onto it. Look, I don't know, but I do know one thing with logical certainty. This planet is the epitome of but if I'm being honest, I don't want to talk about that. Surely you don't either. I mean, not like that stuff is going to affect you anyways. I mean, you're on the toilet right now. You lose. Trying to manage the consequences of that Taco Bell from last night. Just an FYI on that. The best way to manage that is to just not have Taco Hell. It'll save you money, and in these times, we should all be trying to save money, well, unless you're like me. I am so broke that your dad had to pay the bill for our date last night. What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, I'm just kidding. I left the tip and took his tip. What the fuck? But you know who isn't saving money these days? Rich kids. And by rich kids, I mean kids that are broke as hell, and their mommies and daddies got money. But they just handle their kids the way they handle everything else. Smack some coin on that problem and just hope it solves itself till it's time to write their will. And then they inevitably just mock them out because they realize that their kid is a demon spawn. So let's ticky-tacky into it.
I'm off the jets, this is Colin.
Colin, it's Coco. We have an issue.
What's the problem, Coco?
You let McKenna take my dog.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You knew that I wanted that dog, and then you gave her a plane to go get it. So
I cannot comment on current clients' whereabouts. That said,
she posted photos on her story. That's how I found out.
Okay, I don't follow McKenna on Instagram, so I would have no idea.
I know that she goes through you for private jets. She flew with you, and
a lot of
my
people
dog.
go with us through private jets. We are one of the leaders in private aviation. How can I help?
Well, her boyfriend's poor, so mine's hot and rich. I think I'm still winning in the game of life. She posted in a plane with my dog. I'm gonna post in a plane with my hot rich boyfriend. I want you to get me a bigger plane than she has.
Where would you like to go?
She went to Japan, so I want to go to a city that's more fun than Japan.
My personal opinion of the most beautiful place I've ever been to is St. Bart's.
Okay, I want the biggest villa. I want the biggest plane.
Okay, from Geneva, correct?
Yes.
The biggest airplane that is based near Europe is going to be a Boeing 767-2, and it is absolutely gigantic.
Let's do it.
Okay, now that's not cheap.
I don't care.
This Boeing 767-2 charters for $24,000 an hour, so we're going to be at like $350,000, $400,000 roughly.
That's fine.
Now, let me pull up your account. Are you using your account or are you using your father's account, Coco?
My dad's.
Okay. Your father's account does not have enough to cover.
So you're saying I don't have enough money in my account?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'll call you back in 2 seconds. Bye.
Great. Hi, Coco.
So my dad should have deposited more money?
He did. Your dad put another $1 million in there, so you're good.
Okay, great. Get it booked.
How long did you want to be there for?
Let's do a month.
A month changes pricing by a lot.
That's fine. Like I said, I have more money than she does.
New cost now, $769,600.
Okay.
Coco, this is booked. I'm going to send this to your portal. Anything else I can help you with?
That's it.
You sure?
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Coco.
First off, this guy. Secondly, Coco, you are not winning in the game of life. Game of stupid as hell, maybe. Probably grand champion in that. And thirdly, McKenna is a G for getting the dog with a jet, because if there is anything our four-legged friends deserve, it's a privileged flight.
Aww, so cute.
And lastly, what in the actual is this whole situation? That's the more important point to take from this situation here, okay? Like, let me get this straight. This guy sells private jet flights and sold one to McKenna in order for her to go and get a dog that is probably some really expensive Shih Tzu that costs like $800,000 and was bred by Monsieur Findreau in some Parisian fucking manner. Coco was also looking at this dog and was telling her daddy that she really wanted it and posted it on her socials about it being hers. McKenna saw it and said, "Nah ho, my daddy worth 50 million more than yours when oil costs rise, so she gonna lose." This guy says, "Sure kiddo, let me just get that money. I mean, what jet you wanna go pick the dog up in? G7? Got it. Cool. Done. You're flying." Then Coco sees this on her socials and is pissed because they likely had this beef going as far back as the black spectacle they both rode at college as sorority girls who left them the moment the NFL came coming. So Coco calls this guy and then he lets her vent, and she turns that vent into a, "I want to do something bigger. Bigger plane, bigger vacation, and my boyfriend is richer than her, but I will ask my daddy to pay for it. Daddy doesn't have enough in my account? One moment, I'm gonna tell daddy he doesn't deserve to love me because mom said it works anytime she wants a Birkin bag." And guess what? This all works because an angel or God himself.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
I ain't gonna name names, but any one of those gods or angels with a messenger tag next to their name forgot to close the damn door to hell upon their last message, and humanity has been dealing with the consequences ever since. It wasn't Adam and Eve, or Adam and Steve.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
If you're enlightened, it was the angels. And I can't blame them. I honestly, I can't. But God, hold up. I ain't blaming you either. But help me understand this entire situation, because right now I am extremely confused. Like, I get being mad that McKenna got to ride the NFL star last, and you're mad about it. I get that McKenna is somehow showing off against you. I don't agree with that assessment, but I get it. I get that Coco somehow comes from means, but it don't mean she got the means, if you get what I'm saying. I get that Coco is now going to St. Bart's on a 747 for just her and her boyfriend and maybe like 10 other people, which have you seen the size of a 747? Look at this. Look at this. I mean, just look at it. Bitch, this was designed for several hundred people, not a fucking cheer squad and some extras for the next Bring It On film. And lastly, I get that this guy is just making a buck and fulfilling a want that can be fulfilled. But a want don't gotta be filled. A want that's fucking oblivious and full of the largest collection of stupid I have ever seen doesn't need to be filled. Maybe, as the line goes,
We're so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
like in today's time, it's funny as hell to see this happen, but also infuriating because there's just so much unchecked hypocrisy, idiocracy, and entitlement. Sure, you can call me mad or jealous, but unlike Coco, my jealousy doesn't turn to renting a f***ing 747.
That's quite big.
Even if I had the money. And this ain't a, she grew up rich, so she likely doesn't understand just that this is clear waste. No. Just no. Someone growing up as rich as she did, and clearly she grew up rich. One phone call over probably like 5 minutes and $1 million was sent into an account, and like 3/4 of that was spent for a revenge trip in the same amount of time. Most people on planet Earth will not even see $1 million in their entire lifetime, and even their kids' lifetime. Maybe after 3 generations they might get there as a family collective throughout the years, but assuming that they are a healthy bunch, we're talking around, I don't know, nearly 150 to 165 years. In order for that collective to equal the number of $1 million. And Coco has spent that in 5 minutes, and McKenna probably spent somewhere near, considering she had her own private flight, just a smaller plane to go get an equally expensive stupid dog.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
No one, even me on my worst nights on Grindr, wants a dick measuring contest cause it's stupid.
Gay!
This is possibly a dick measuring contest, or beef measuring contest, you could say.
Pause.
What? I'm not going to assume their gender. It's 2025. By the end of the year, it might be illegal to be trans, but as of right now, McKenna and Coco could be trans for all I know. But either fucking way, Alphabet Mafia shout out or not, both of these girls need to spend like 1 hour on the streets homeless. I say 1 hour because anything more and they likely will be dead considering their intelligence and just overall inability. And honestly, I am being very generous because likely wearing multiple layers of raggedy clothing just so they don't get too cold in minus 20-degree temperatures as they sit on the sidewalk might cause them to suffer a heart attack after 5 minutes. And as for the guy posting this TikTok, with his, shitty wink.
We are one of the leaders in private aviation.
There are things I wish would happen, but I can't say because then I might never be able to fly. But maybe, just maybe, do not post this dick or beef measuring contest on TikTok when the room is screaming about $5 being make or break in the world.
Hey McKenna, how are you?
Bien, ¿cómo estás?
Bien.
I'm wanting to fly to Barcelona.
Do you mean Barcelona?
Barcelona. It's how the locals say it, actually.
You're right. I should have known that.
Yeah, so I'm in Geneva, and I want to go to Barcelona.
Okay, when do you want to go to Barcelona?
Probably in like 2 hours.
Oh, like today, Barcelona.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of pasty over here, and I want the sun.
All right, and are you open to maybe something a little bit smaller like a super, or do you want a heavy only?
No. I only want a heavy.
Shouldn't have asked, I'm sorry. Good news, I actually have a Challenger 850 literally on the ground for $22,000 US.
Muy bien, Colin. Let's book it.
Great. Catering or anything in particular, or are you all set?
Could we do dos quesadillas y arroz con pollo?
I'm sorry,
Por
what?
favor.
A what?
Do you not take Spanish in school?
No, I took French, and to be honest, I remember about half of it, so.
I guess I'll just dumb it down for you. I want a quesadilla.
Okay, just one?
Is that how you would say it?
Yeah, I would probably say it the same way.
And I want
Okay.
chicken and rice.
Anything else I can help you with?
Make sure there's no churros, because I don't want to get gorda.
Oh, now I see why people want to eat the rich. But what do I know? I'm just Minx28, and I wonder what you think about this whole thing. Should McKenna have gotten the dog? Should Coco have gotten a space shuttle instead to show how rich her boyfriend is, who didn't pay for anything, as her dad did? And do you think the poor puppy in the middle of all this knows they are only enjoying the comfort they will soon exist in because some black guy tossed both of these chicks to the side once he could afford the manicured light-skinned chicks these sports teams usually have on standby? I sure hope he does, but of course he doesn't, he's a dog.